Time now for the South of Buffalo here on the People's Newscast. And we're welcoming back to the show from Mercyhurst University, Dr. Joe Morris. Welcome, Joe.
Friend of the program, as always. How are you, my friend?
Wonderful.
Happy holidays,
happy
New Year,
holidays.
Christmas, my friend. Good to see you. So January 6th, Congress certifies the election, which is good, I think you would agree, for American democracy, but a dark day in history, though, sir.
Yeah, most certainly. Thinking back to 2021, this you can't even compare today and what we saw in 2021. And in fact, I think 2021 will probably go down as one of the darkest days in American domestic politics, certainly in my lifetime.
Yeah. Oh, sir, also, before we get to, well, we'll get into that a little deeper, but I also wanted to ask you a little bit about the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. We hear that he's resigning. What does that mean, sort of, for not only Canada, but for the United States as well, now two incoming new governments?
Yeah, and there's certainly a lot of tension between the two governments right now. Donald Trump has said that Canada should be adopted as the 51st state, something that Canadians find incredibly offensive. Yeah. I've never met a group of people that is more proud of their country, with the exception of Americans, than Canadians. Yep. So this is a change, but Justin Trudeau has been in office for almost a decade, and he has certainly moved Canada in a direction that he wanted to move it. So I think every now and then change is good, and certainly 9 years is a long time, and Canadians are just ready for a change, and we'll see what happens.
Joe, going back to January, or President-elect Donald Trump, now we're looking ahead to January 20th, his inauguration. What are you expecting to see over the next 2 years?
Well, I think it's going to be, most of the work is going to be done behind the scenes. Donald Trump has a major legislative agenda that he wants passed, and he wants it all passed in a single bill. And that is an incredible task for Congress to accomplish. So I think behind the scenes, we're going to be seeing a lot of work on how that bill is going to come together, what exactly is going to be in it. And what is in it is not going to be exactly what Donald Trump wants, because he's trying to get it passed in a single bill, and you just can't do that.
Doctor, how do you go from the scenes that we saw there, January 6th of 2021, to now he will be the president again? That comeback, how did that come about?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would have never imagined that he would be as successful as he was. But the bottom line is the American people wanted to give him a second chance, and that's quite surprising. This isn't a president who is coming in with no baggage. This is an individual who's been under indictment multiple times, who's been convicted of a felony, is going to be sentenced before he takes office, who has been found liable for sexual assault, who was arguably at least partially responsible for what we saw the last time we had electoral votes being counted. But he's going to be our president again. So this is going to be, I imagine, if history is any guide, a wild ride for the next 4 years.
Joe, thank you so much for stopping by. Great to see you after the holiday.
You too.
Ask anything.